Here is the secret nobody tells you. Promotions don't always go to the smartest person in the room. They don't always go to the hardest worker either. Most promotions go to the people who master invisible skills. The skills you never are taught in your school or even the corporate world. And this video, I am going to reveal those 5 invisible skills that quietly determine who gets promoted and who gets stuck at that level. So, the first invisible skill is executive presence. Have you ever noticed how some people just command a room the moment they speak? It's not because they know everything, it's just because of how they show up confident, calm, and clear. Executives don't promote people who look overwhelmed or uncertain. They promote people who project authority, and the good news is that you can actually build and develop this skill. How? Start by slowing down your speech, cutting the filler words, and maintaining calm body language. The next skill, which is the invisible skill, is called the strategic communication. Too many mid career professionals ramble, over explain, or draw on people in details. But the leaders don't want details first, they want clarity first. Here is the formula: lead with the outcome, then explain the process. For example, instead of saying, I analyzed the data for the 3 weeks and created multiple reports, you say, we identified a 12% cost saving opportunity. Here is how we found it. That's how executives speak. And that brings me to the third invisible skill, which is an emotional intelligence. IQ gets you into the room. EQ moves you up the ladder, because the higher you go, the less it's about what you do and the more it's about how you lead people. Emotional intelligence means knowing how to read the room, manage your emotions, and influence others without forcing your authority. It's the glue of the leadership that binds really, really well. The fourth invisible skill is internal networking. Promotions don't just come from your boss, they come from cross functional leaders who vouch for you. That means you can't just stay in your department bubble and build a relationship across the teams, collaborate on cross department projects, and make yourself known beyond your direct circle. Visibility is the currency in the corporate life, so try to earn more and more out of them. The last and the most critical invisible skill is framing your impact. If you only talk about your task, I finished this report, I completed this project, you sound replaceable. But if you frame the outcomes, this project saved us 200 hours, this strategy increased the client retention by 15%, you sound indispensable. That's the language executives understand. Now, by knowing these 5 invisible skills, remember this: it's not just about working harder or knowing more, it's about mastering the invisible skills that make you look like a leadership material. Executive presence, strategic communication, emotional intelligence, internal networking, and framing your impact. Which one of these skills do you need to work on the most right now? Drop in the comments below. I would love to know more about it. And if you're serious about stepping into the leadership role, hit the subscribe, give this video a like, and share it with a colleague who is ready for their next promotion. I'll see you inside the next video.